Welcome to Toffee TV's The Start 11 show. Everton plays Southampton at home tomorrow at 3 p.m. Goodison Park. This is a huge game. Southampton had a really good result midweek against Man City, 2-0 win. I watched the game and they look really well drilled. You know, they've got a new manager there who's come in, and he's trying to get the players playing better football and just working harder, and they're getting plays in. You know, Orsic made his debut against City, so they're obviously backing this manager. This is a game where it's very vital for the outcome of the season. I think obviously they're below us at the moment. We can't let them get above us, and we can't let them get away from us. We have to keep them below us if we've got a chance of avoiding relegation. And at the moment we're in the bottom three, so we can't be letting other teams in the bottom three take points away from us. So this is a huge game, and my team starts with Jordan Pickford in goal. He's been okay. I think in the past few games, I expect a bit more from him. I said last week I expected a bit more from him against Brighton. This is a game where Southampton like to have a lot of shots from outside the box. Players like Adam Armstrong doesn't often get him a lot on target, but he has to be ready and awake from early on, because you don't know what they're going to do. They've got the likes of James Ward-Prowse, who was dangerous on free kicks and stuff like that, so he needs to be on it tomorrow. My wingbacks, Coleman and Mykolenko. Obviously, Patterson's out injured still, so Coleman, like I said last week, is the natural replacement. Mykolenko, I'm playing a back five today, by the way. I'm choosing a back five. Whether Frank Lampard does, I don't know. Mykolenko has to simply get better going forward. If he's going to class himself as a defensive left back as well, then he needs to get better defensively, because the first goal against United was shocking, leaving your man unmarked there, getting dragged out was poor, to be honest. And he needs to get better the other way. He needs to make more runs. He wasn't doing that at all against Brighton at home, and I don't think he did it much against United. So he has to get forward. He has to get on the ball and he has to get crosses in. Otherwise, he's going to get taken out of the team for probably Dwight McNeil or Vinagre soon. But I'm sticking with him for this one. My three centre-backs, and I choose three centre-backs because I think if Frank Lampard goes back to a 4-3-3 and we lose, I think that's him sacked. I think the five-back formation is the only games in the past few weeks where we look like we've had a game plan in terms of sitting back and the players knowing what they're doing. I think when we play the 4-3-3, we get forward, we get in the ball, and there's no real signs that there's any patterns of play or signs that they're working stuff in training. They just don't seem to have much of an idea what they're doing. And I think this gives us more of a game plan, at least. If we're going to sit back, we have to give the respect for the teams and acknowledge that we're not a very good team. So it's going to be hard for us to break any teams down, even the Southampton. We struggled to break Wolves down where they were at the bottom of the table. So we have to just admit that we're not very good. And the best way we can get results is sitting back, soaking up pressure, and then trying to get teams on the counter attack. And I think that's probably our best chance of winning this game, in my opinion, to be honest. So Cody needs to be better in this game than he was against United. I think the goal where we scored an own goal, I think that was more of the first goal, it went straight to the back and there's a player unmarked there, so we probably tried to deal with it before it gets to that situation again. But he has to trust his keeper or trust his fullbacks more. I know it's difficult when they've already made a mistake, but if you slide towards your own goal as the ball's coming in, if that ball hits you, it's in the back of the net. We've seen it plenty of times. Michael Keane's done it, and obviously Cody done it against United. He has to be more switched on in this game. Godfrey obviously there because of recovery pace, and Tarkowski because he's been one of our best performing players this season. He's had a couple of slip-ups the past couple of games, but he keeps the place for me. Midfield, just a Ghana Gay, Onana, and Iwobi. Gay and Onana for me, that they keep the place anyway, because there's no one really else, and I don't think Gay and Onana have been the worst in the team. Iwobi, I thought he'd be out injured, but the manager has said that they're going to have a late check on him for tomorrow's game. Richarlison got injured last season, had a really bad ankle sprain in the derby, and he strapped up, took responsibility, and played every week after that, and said, "I'm going to play through this injury." And without his goals in the last few games of the season, we'd have been relegated. So I want to see Iwobi take responsibility as well and strap up. If you feel like you're okay to play, strap up and give it all your best, because this is a huge game for Everton's future. If we lose tomorrow and Southampton start getting away from us, who else is really going to finish below us? Maybe one or two teams, because everyone's getting better. Southampton are signing players, got a new manager in, and we're sort of sat in our hands at the moment. We're not even signed anyone, so yeah, huge game. Up front, Damari Gray, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Got to use Dominic Calvert-Lewin more. Got to get the ball up to him and get Gray closer to him. I think Gray's a lot better in this, this free role playing near the striker. It gives the striker someone to, flick the ball onto or hold the ball onto and pass and go with them. But I want to see Damari Gray used a bit higher at the pitch, get him on the shoulder, because he's got the pace of running behind. And I remember a couple of seasons ago, I think it was United at home, we played a ball up to Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin flicked it on really well to Bernard, and Bernard was quite high at the pitch, and he ran in behind and slotted it home. And I want to see sort of similar chances with Damari Gray. I think Damari Gray's fast enough and clever enough to play on the shoulder and make runs in behind. We've got to make more runs though. That's one thing, especially at home. The past couple of games, there's no movement, and there's no one making clever runs or anything. We've got to see more of that tomorrow, because like I said, it's a massive game. So that's my team. Hopefully Frank Lampard will pick a similar team, if not the same, and hopefully it gets us 3 points. I don't think a point's going to be enough tomorrow. It might be in terms of keeping them below us, but we don't know how many points they're going to pick up in the next 3 games, because like I said, the confidence will be there with them at the moment after beating City, and they're bringing new players in, so that will give the players that are already there a kick up the backside to start performing and getting results, because they obviously know as well, if they don't start getting better soon, they're going to go down. So yeah, big game. Let me know if you would pick the same team as me. Make sure you subscribe and like this video, and if you want more videos, including live daily exclusive videos, join us on Toffee TV Premier. There'll be a QR code on the screen in a little moment. See you later.